Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. Good to have you in today. It is a great day to be here at Walt Disney World. We're glad you guys have made it to the Ear to Ear Magic Stream this morning. So, welcome in. Glad you guys could join us. My name's Chris. I will be your camera operator for the next couple hours as we're going to be venturing into the Magic Kingdom. Have a little bit of fun this morning. See what's going on in the parks. Answer all of your questions you may have about travel. What's going on with the regulations, new things coming out. And basically just have some fun with everybody that is over here in the chat. That's our magic crew. So glad to have the magic crew with us this morning. How you guys doing? If this is your first time ever watching an Ear to Ear Magic live stream, we do stream from the parks every Monday through Friday. We would love to have you guys join us as we explore all 4 parks here at Walt Disney World, and then moving into even Universal, which we have just as much fun at as well. So, and if you guys are watching for the very first time, would like to join us in the future, we'd love for you guys to hit that subscribe button and hang out with us for future live streams. So, welcome in. Glad you guys could be here. And we are getting ready to go up into security here. And we do not record security, so we're going to be turning security off, our video off in just a few moments. So just continue to hang out and chat with each other, and we will be back here in just a moment.
Sir, you're not allowed to record in this area.
We're not recording, got the video turned off.
Just wanted to make sure you knew. Have a great day.
So today's weather, we're going to be a high of 79. A little warmer than we were even last week. But we do have a chance of rain today. 51% chance of rain later on this afternoon. We should be good this morning.
There you go, straight on down. All the way down to the end. All the way down. Say the left side, first nice, left side. Say it here, Julie. And that's why I want to keep it.
Morning to everybody who's joining us today. We'll be through security in just a moment.
Strollers, first minute better. All strollers, first minute. We got additional stroller lanes on this side. If you have a stroller, second red umbrella. Going once, going twice. No.
Good to go? Thank you.
All right, keep heading through for us.
So, welcome back, guys. I had to walk a little bit further to get through security this morning. So, glad to have everybody in. How you guys doing? I'm sitting here showing you the monorail. Camera's still pointed at this face. So, all right. So we're going to be taking our ferry boat over to the Magic Kingdom, so we have a little bit of time to chat and continue hanging out without having to worry about being quiet in the monorail. Now, I may try to take the monorail every so often over, but for now, it seems like it's so much more open and opportunity to hang out on the ferry boat. So I like it for live streams. So hopefully you guys enjoy the views as well. So good morning, Citizen Z. Good morning, Matt. Good to see ya. Somebody else is in the chat. Morning, Sarah. Sarah B. We've got another Sarah B in here, it seems, as well. So welcome into Sarah Barajas. Good morning and welcome. Glad to have you part of the group. Morning, Team 64 Cheryl. Says it was 79 degrees at 4 p.m. and 50 at 8 p.m. in New Orleans yesterday. Wow, good little drop. We're going to be doing the same thing here the next few days. Welcome in, Amber. Good morning. Good morning, Dave and Sherry. Good to see you this morning. Holly from Florida Fanatics. How are you and Greg today? Morning, Stitch. Had a very busy weekend, but it was good. Thank you. Welcome in, Amanda. Good morning, Melanie. It's negative 15 degrees Celsius. Wow. It's going to warm me up a little bit. Come in, Captain Good Guy. Good to see you, Catherine. John is in the chat this morning. Mike B. How's it going, Mike? Rachel is in. Good morning, Ohana. Good to see you on Saturday, Catherine. And Liberty Tree Travel is in with us this morning as well. You guys are having a great week so far as well. Good morning, Carol. Welcome in. Yeah, Lisa, sorry we missed you on Saturday. The post was actually made when we first announced the patron call, right at the end of December. It was in one of the posts earlier. Just had to scroll down a couple of them. It said January Zoom call. We'll have another one here soon. We'll go ahead and get that scheduled and put it on the calendar. See if we can start scheduling those a lot farther in advance so that you guys have time to prepare and be on them. But we had a great time for all of our patrons who joined on Saturday. It was great to hang out. Our 2-hour call turned into about 2 hours and 15 minutes because, well, it's hard to just, stop talking and hanging out with some people. So all of our patrons, thank you so much for hanging out with us on Saturday. And if you guys are interested in joining the Ear to Ear Magic patron group, you can do so. Go over at patreon.com/Ear to Ear Magic. And again, thank you to all of our patrons for your support here on a regular basis here at Ear to Ear Magic. Greatly appreciate you guys and love getting to know you each a little bit better. Morning, Steve. What's going on, my friend? Welcome in, Brian. Dave C is in. Good to see you. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Caridad. How are you? Going to be open to the Magic Community here soon enough. Looking forward to it. Welcome in, Brent. Glad you did, Sarah. It's good to see you and your hat and G Mama. That was awesome. Good morning, Robert. Working. Hey, we're going to try to give you guys a little bit of Disney magic today. Welcome in, Teresa. Peggy's good to see you. It is, as always, it's always nice to see all of our friends hanging out. Names we can all recognize and have fun with. And G Mama is in the house. Good to see you this morning, my friend. Glad you could join us on the call Saturday. So, Brent, we're going to be a high of 79 today. But after 12 o'clock today, we're going to have about a 50% chance of rain all in the afternoon. So this is probably going to be our nicest part of the day. We are going to get some precipitation. All right, so today, guys, we are going to be on a little bit of a different time schedule. This week is the annual Travelmation retreat. That is the company that I work for as an independent contractor for Disney Travel, Universal Travel, and anything else we book for our travel clients. We have this time, we do this is the 7th year that the retreat has happened, and they've already made announcements that they're going to be happening again next year here at Walt Disney World, so looking forward to that. But I'm going to be meeting up, we're probably going to see quite a few travel agents from my travel company. We have over 700 agents, and last night was a celebration of 10 years. 10 years of Travelmation, so I'd say developed, planned, and executed travel company. And they had some other announcements too, some of which I can tell you, some I'm not really supposed to, but I might anyway because I have no self-control. But we are a platinum earmarked company, and that is going to change in the future. But we are a well-established travel company with lots of great things going for us, and all of our vendors that we have. And sometimes you guys ask me, when it comes to booking travel, do you do something other than Disney? We have over 400 vendors that we are approved to and work with at Travelmation. And that includes pretty much anything you can think of as far as traveling, going places, and the big vendors, we work with them all. So thank you guys for everything you guys do to support us here at Ear to Ear Magic, because as long as we can continue to provide travel to our clients, we can continue to do what we do for Ear to Ear Magic. So you guys make it possible. So to all of our travel clients out there, thank you guys so much. We're looking forward to a really great 2022 year. And I really want to make this year to be the year that we really bust out of everything and start really making some headway as far as building our community, building our clientele, because the more clients we have, the more community we have, the more and more things we can do here at Ear to Ear Magic. So I'm looking forward to it. morning, Rachel. No, because it's it's outdoor air, and the air flows freely. It's not self-contained. Masks are not required as long as you're on the ferry boat. If you're on the monorail, because everyone's sharing the same air, yes, masks are required. But this is considered to be an outdoor craft, so. All of our countdowns, you guys are getting closer. Welcome in, Walt. Good to see you. Good morning, Disney Mom Debbie. Good to see you. Ooh, we're kind of bumpy today. Well, as always, guys, we want to make sure we encourage you. If you are ninja watching, which we have a lot of ninja warriors out there watching as they're working today, thank you for listening and keeping things going in the background. When you get a coffee break, when you get a chance to walk out of the conference room, we would love it if you could pop in and just say hello. Let us know you guys are watching. Last week, we actually ran into quite a few people in the parks after and while we weren't on stream who were nice enough to share that they watch us on YouTube all the time while they're at work. They keep us on in the background, on the television in the background where they're getting things done. So that's always cool to hear that we can provide such an awesome service. So love our Ninja Watchers. Good morning, Patricia. I would love to run and get off the ship and go quickly up to the front, but I like hanging back and taking my time. I certainly will. I'll say hello to Susan. She's actually dropped me off to go run and take care of a few drop-offs. And if you ever book travel with us, you may find that when you check into your hotels, when you're here at Walt Disney World or Universal, you might have a little surprise waiting for you when you get to your hotel. Red monorail. 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 I like kind of holding back. Oh, got our tree still up. That's going to be coming down soon. So we got to see quite a bit of Christmas decorations being removed this past week.
Thank you, Mr. Rudy. You're welcome. Nice to have you here from Boston.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Watch that first step.
All right, ready? Have a good one, sir.
You too. Have a good day.
I have to say I like this upper demarcation that they've added because it gives you really good views. Good morning.
Have a good day.
Good morning, Rose. Good to see you. All right. I go way into the park. And I did not put my watch on today. Uh-oh. I am not prepared. So as I mentioned a little earlier, we're only going to be streaming for 2 hours this morning, a little bit shorter stream than normal. But I do have an official training session with Walt Disney World Destinations this morning at 11:30. So I'm going to be spending lunch and all afternoon with our local rep and all the training and updated information we're going to be receiving about what's happening here at Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Lines, Adventures by Disney, weddings, destinations, and pretty much anything you could think of when it comes to travel with Walt Disney. So that's going to be a great afternoon to get some updates. So going to be training, going to be learning, and getting up-to-date information for you guys. So today we'll be going on until about 11 o'clock. And then I will be heading on over for our training this afternoon.
They never know how to have the Christmas tree up still. They have the Christmas tree up still.
So the races just took place this past weekend. The 2022 Run Disney Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. All 4 races, the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, and the full marathon went off pretty well. And they did a great job of executing their only second in-person race since they have come back. And I'd like to say again, a thank you to Honk Grimes for allowing us an opportunity to see all the medals for him running the Dopey yesterday. And to everybody out there who has run for Run Disney, congratulations. Enjoy your medals and take a break from training for a bit. So yeah, he ran the Dopey, which means he had a medal for both the 5K, the 10K, the half, and the marathon. Those 4 races. Then there's a medal for running the half and the marathon, which is the Goofy Challenge. And then if you run all 4 races, that's the Dopey, you get another medal. So 6 medals. It's a lot of weight. All right, we're getting stuff at Marshall's today, guys. So Amber finds any really good deals, she's going to be taking orders. Let us know, Amber. See, I know it's random. It's going to be raining today, but as we're walking and waiting to go inside, what's the song playing? It's Winnie the Pooh and Little Black Rain Cloud. I'm just a little black rain cloud hovering over the honey tree. I wouldn't be able to lift those medals. I'll tell you what, it's a challenge in itself carrying them around like that, especially if you don't want them to get them all banged up as they go clink, clink, clink against each other all day long. But you know, when you run and you get medals, you got to take them into the parks. You gotta enjoy them. You got to get some pictures in the parks too. I don't know if Calvin might still be here this morning. He might be in the Magic Kingdom. He might even join us. So we'll see. Well, it says I watched Encanto on Disney Plus this weekend, and it's a wonderful movie. Yes, but Melanie, we don't talk about Bruno. Good morning, Alaria. Good to have you in, all the way from cold Italy. All right, it's hard to tell if it's crowded or if it just no one has tickets that are working. And Greg's on there looking for some new snacks.
Robert, try wiping that finger off for me. Lay it down nice.
All right. Made it through. We are in. Let's make our way down. So here you leave today and enter the world of tomorrow, yesterday, and fantasy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Silencio, Bruno. Silencio, Bruno. Man, guy's named Bruno just can't catch any slack. W. Russ Gorman says, I'm definitely running the marathon next year. You've inspired me. I hope you can run. I'm looking forward to running myself. The only reason I didn't run the races this past weekend is because, you know, as travel agents, we were still trying to build our finances back after being completely destroyed by the pandemic. And when registrations came out last summer for both this race and the next races, they all came out at about the same time within like 2 or 3 weeks of each other. And I just could not bring myself to, while we were a little bit tight, spending race money on it. So hopefully we'll be back to where we need to be, and we'll have that extra kind of things to be able to take our races for next year, get them all done. Because I would love to run every single race weekend. At least one race, right? And take you guys with me. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for hitting that subscribe button and joining our channel and hanging out with us on future streams. And to all of our subs who have subscribed here recently, we're so glad that you've joined us. Also, thank to all of our moderators like Robert and everybody else out there who are here to welcome everyone in, make sure that we have a nice, safe, respectful, and appropriate chat for everyone to be a part of. We want to stay family friendly. Because, hey, when we're riding Dumbo, we want to make sure that everybody who's riding Dumbo is safe to listen in to what we're talking about. So we're catching back up, Robert. We've been trying to get a little bit of things done here and there. We've got several outstanding quotes that we're working on for those who have requested it. And now that we've gotten through the holidays, now that we've gotten through these next few things, and over the course of the next 2 or 3 days when we're done with our training for the retreat, we should be back on top with making sure we've got everyone taken care of. Can I skip in line? Can I just jump in here?
Sure, why not? You got,
All these people waiting behind me, they don't have any problem with me just jumping ahead?
You got 60 or 70 people with you?
I got about 103.
Sweet.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I get a picture here.
Yeah, all good. Morning, crew.
Are your ears burning?
Not at all.
What you got there, huh?
Yeah, got a few medals here, folks.
Yeah, we were just looking at those just a second ago. Matter of fact, we got a few other people where we're just talking about the fact that when 2023 comes around, we're already excited and getting ready to sign up again for next year.
Absolutely.
And that's gotta happen next year.
Yes.
You know, maybe I don't know. I don't know if I can do a marathon, but I think I'm ready to try my first half.
Yep. We learned
It's 1 mile 26 times. You can do 1 mile, you can do 26 times.
Can I do a half mile 52 times? I like to break it up in little bitty chunks. So,
nothing wrong with that.
so yeah, we were just talking about the races, and I showed everybody your picture from yesterday.
Awesome.
I told him, I said, we might run into you, and I had no idea when I walked up you would be in line.
Yep, got a few hours to my flight, so I figured I'd come get at least one castle picture.
You got to get at least one.
That's right.
And of course, you're wearing a dark side challenge.
Yes.
We only got that 1 year.
2 actually.
Was it 2 years?
They ran the dark side 2, and then it became the dark side light side challenge, and then the rival run.
That's what I was thinking of, the rival run.
Yep.
And we don't get those at all anymore, unfortunately.
No,
That's kind of
right now,
sad.
that's true. I gotta believe they'll be maybe back with some Star Wars races in the future.
It used to be pretty cool because, when you had the races on the West Coast,
Yep.
you could choose. You had the light side and you had the dark side.
Yep.
Brett's going to be here in 2 weeks. Brett, congratulations on getting down to 14 days countdown. Hey, and if you have any questions about what's going to be looking at when you get here, let me know. All right, Amber, get some really good deals at Marshall's and come back and give us a status report. Good morning, Jimmy 1970. Welcome in. Yeah, I had no idea we would actually run into you. I was thinking maybe if you were here, maybe you might find us.
I was going to start stream stalking you after
It's very unusual for us to actually find somebody else in the parks.
You guys like to go ahead, I'm still getting organized. Straight ahead.
So, Holly, that was one of the things I was going to be looking at today. We had brand new snacks start today. We had a few snacks from the 50th anniversary snacks have been retired. We have new ones. But on the menus, I could not see a lot on my Disney experience. So we'll have to check out. If Greg's over in Gaston, have to let us know what's over there. Because at least this morning, there was nothing on MDE for it.
Yeah, I will say, you've created a monster, Chris. I had to go back and get another gingerbread cookie over at Epcot last night.
You got one more?
Got one more.
It's worth it, though, isn't it? It's a good cookie.
I introduced my parents to it, and they took 3 home. They put them in the cooler. They're taking them home.
You could probably freeze them.
Probably.
I would think you probably could freeze them.
Good enough buttercream, you could probably do that.
Nikki says, good morning. I'm on the bus headed to Magic Kingdom now with my medal. Awesome, Nikki. Hey, if you come and find us and say hello, we'd love to have everybody be able to congratulate you personally on the chat. I mean, now, is the training you had to do this past year, was it to run the races or was it to be able to stand up with all the medals?
It really is. You got to do the neck lifts and kind of everything. So, yeah. It's a good couple of pounds of metal here, folks.
That's almost 2 Gideon's cookies right there.
Yes, it is.
It's our new measurement of weight here at Disney World. Is how many Gideon's Bakehouse cookies is it? Sarah's like, so hey, you guys gonna be doing those virtual races with me? Hey, I think if we have a virtual race coming up, especially over the summer, we should sign up for those too. I think we should run them together. Can we run a virtual race on a live stream and everybody get up on like a Saturday and we all run it together?
That would absolutely be doable.
I don't know if you guys want to run with me while I'm, but we could try it.
And Chris, I'll tell you, it is possible to, with the right equipment, to be able to stream these races. We saw a couple of people out streaming yesterday.
I'd
say the hash.
I think I could do it. And I want to. I want to stream, even if it's just a 5K or a 10K.
The character experiences alone would probably make it worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries. Y'all have a great day.
Judith's rolling into Disney Sunday night. Oh, don't freak out, Judith. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the experience.
Yep. Awesome.
Welcome in, Craig's Robotics.
First they make you run all those miles, and then you have to carry these heavy things.
That's right.
Welcome in, Leanne.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. My shirt is that. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Oh, yep.
And how much did you pay to rent those again? I forgot.
Perfect.
It's $1.50 an hour per medal.
Exactly.
Thank you. But yeah, it's interesting, and I'll tell you, Chris, we learned some things this weekend. They're running the races a little differently than they have in the past.
What did they change?
So in the past, when we would have, which way we want to go?
I don't know. Let's say, well, hang on. Sargento from Brazil, good morning and welcome in. Welcome to Cinderella Castle. I actually was given the opportunity to use Genie Plus by Disney today, but because they gave it to me on a ticket and I'm an annual pass holder, I can't use it.
Oh, nice.
I can't use the system. I mean, I guess I could,
Right.
but by the time I got it fixed, the stream would be over. So I'm
Yep.
like, you know what? We're just going to go. So
All right.
hopefully, and by the way, Nikki, if you're coming in, come find us to say hello. I want to make sure we get to say hello to you and get you get a chance to say hello to everybody else. And if anybody else is watching and is in the park today, come find us. We'd love to see you in the parks. What do you want? Hey, it's your races, man. I'm only here for an hour. Well, actually, at this point, I'm only here for about an hour and 20 minutes. We got some additional training by Disney today.
You're going to be here. I'll be here longer than you are. I'm planning on leaving around 11. So.
Well, I'm going to be here till 11. That's
All
what
right.
my stop time is.
Let's walk
So
toward the
I have
pavilion,
got
see what's
to, I have
going on.
got to be out of the park and walking out at 11 o'clock. So
There you go.
if you have to be on your way to the airport, we can make it work that way.
I might be able to grab a Casey's on my way out. We'll
There
see.
you go. Grab some corn dog nuggets, put them in your pockets.
That would get through security, right?
Offer them to everybody on the plane. So
But yeah, no, we learned some interesting things about the races this weekend. So when Wine and Dine came back, Disney had fewer what they call corrals. That's where you wait for your turn to start the race.
right. Now,
And
in the past when I've run, there were about 6 corrals.
for the shorter races, that's usually true. But usually for a half marathon,
See,
they
I've
used
never
to have-
run the half. I've only ever done the 10s.
Okay.
So
So used to, they use letters. And it wouldn't be unusual to have a half or a full marathon go all the way back to like maybe O and P as
Okay.
far as the letters. So this year,
They would
we only
put me
had
in P.
6 groups.
I would be in the P.
Yeah, I'm not far from P myself. And so this year they had only 6 corrals. So they had 6 staging areas that people were waiting in to start their races.
So that's a huge difference between, going all the way down to P and now all of a sudden you're like
it all
6.
depends on how they split things up because
Right.
they aren't necessarily starting the entire group 6 at the same time. They'll subdivide that
Right.
a little bit. But what we still learned is that you'll hear people talk about the balloon ladies, and I think we talked about the balloon
yeah.
ladies a little bit on Friday.
Balloon
Or
ladies
Thursday.
are the ladies who are volunteers who run a very specific pace that needs to be met in order to continue racing. They all have balloons tied to their backs so that you can visually see them.
Yep.
And technically, the idea is if the balloon ladies pass you, Disney does have the option of picking you up and carrying you by transportation to the finish line.
That's correct.
In other words, you don't get to run the rest of the race because they have to clear out the track behind the balloon ladies. So what's happened? What's changed with the balloon ladies?
Well, the balloon ladies are still doing exactly what you described. But what we're finding is that the balloon ladies are starting a lot earlier than they would have in previous races because of the way that things are broken down.
Oh, that would
so-
scare me.
It caught a lot of folks by surprise. I saw a number of folks that
If the balloon ladies are running and I'm still waiting to get started, I'm gonna get a little upset.
They are officially the last people to cross the start line, so you
Okay,
don't have to worry
okay.
about them starting
Okay,
before you.
okay. That freaked me out. I was like, wait, no.
Yeah, they are always officially the last people to start.
That's like all of my business projects that I used to do in my formal life before I turned to a travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
We would always get started on a project. We'd earn the project, we win the project, and they say, here's day one. And the bosses would always say, and by the way, we're 3 months behind.
Yes.
That's what it
You're
would
starting
feel
late.
like. Yes. we just started like 5 minutes ago. Yes, but you're 3 months behind. That's what I would feel like.
Yep. But so I did see a number of folks in a lot of the Run Disney Facebook groups yesterday commenting that they had gotten swept and they had started, they thought they had a lot more cushion than they actually did.
Oh.
But it's still entirely doable. You train at that 16-minute mile. Yes, that's moving at a pretty good clip, but it's doable.
Yeah.
And you just make sure you can do that consistently over whatever distance it is that you're going.
Calvin, I didn't know you were related to Mr. T.
I do need to get my mohawk trimmed up.
He does pity the fools. He has mentioned that before.
Well, Chris, I think Splash Mountain's about to go down for a little bit of refurbishment. Did it start today?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's why we rode it twice on Friday,
Ah.
just in case. But today, unfortunately, we can go by and see how nice it looks. But yeah, Splash Mountain, unfortunately, is down starting January 10th all the way to February 10th.
Have we taken chat on Big Thunder, and does that work?
We haven't done Big Thunder in a while, but I will say it's a 60-minute wait for Big Thunder right now.
Yep. Okay.
But it's a 25 to 30-minute wait for Pirates. Let's see, we've got a 60-minute wait for our Jungle Cruise, 25 minutes for not Tower Terror, Haunted Mansion.
How about Liberty Boat?
We haven't been on the Liberty Boat for a while. You want to go for a round?
Let's go for a
roundabout.
around the river here.
All right, so we are, let's see, at this point, 9:43, so we're about 10 minutes on.
Yeah. All right. But yeah.
Nice shirts, by the way. Very nice. Love that. Good luck. Watch this. Watch this. Here we go. Watch this. Let's see what happens. Let's sneak up. To the future!
Get out
I
there.
just wanted to see if anybody would react to that. How you guys doing today?
Good.
So all the Travelmation people taking over the park today. And they're getting out there, folks. They're getting out there.
Getting out there.
So,
Have fun.
yeah, you guys have a good one. We'll see you later in training. Thanks, guys. But yeah, we had a new logo introduced yesterday, and a new slogan, our new brand, starting now for the rest of 2022. And I thought it was well fitting. It is this year's. It is Get Out There.
And I would have never guessed that from the banners that are all over my hotel, Chris. You people have invaded.
They were everywhere over the Contemporary, weren't they?
They were.
But I think it's quite fitting, the idea that now it's time to get out there. It's time to make those travel plans. It's time to get out there and make the memories again. And I think one of the biggest things, we had our kickoff last night for our training week this week, and I think the biggest thing that sort of hit hard was our president and owner made this statement. He says, few times, if ever, does anyone make a memory while sitting on their couch.
All very true.
And when he said that, we're all like, ooh, that's, but that is the case. You don't make that many memories sitting on the couch doing stuff like that.
And that's absolutely true. And, a lot of people, they look at Disney as maybe something to be conquered. They got to come down here and they got to get all their punch list attractions done. And, I feel like a lot of times people miss those opportunities for those moments to create memories when they're kind of taking the park by storm, if you will. Got to give yourself some time to create those memories and have those moments that you're going to remember more so than the fourth time you rode Big Thunder Mountain.
So, now, and when it comes to marathon weekends and stuff like that, good morning, Mel. How are you? I know a lot of people create their own marathons by, riding their favorite rides over and over again and do the most of it. Oh, look, our ride's arriving. Welcome into Disney Baker. I don't know. Did anybody get up early enough to bake the donuts? How's it going, Chris? Oh, I thought that was Calvin back there.
I just wanted to whisper in your ear.
I thought it was Calvin being facetious. So, do you have something to report to us?
It's quiet.
Did you find anything new at Gaston's?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we want to hear. You want to tell everybody?
I'll tell everybody.
All right. So
Let's
it's
get in the mood here.
Wait, hang on. Let's get in the spirit. He's gonna pump it up. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, as it comes down to the river, Liberty Bell. That's with 2 L's, 1 E. 2 L's, 2 E's? 2 E's, 2 L's. B-E-L-L-E.
Does it?
As in the female.
Does it have the 2 E's in the bell? I guess it would, because it is a bell, not a bell.
Correct.
So.
The last time I was here, I said Liberty Bell as in Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
Being from Philadelphia.
Oh, if you say it the wrong way, you get in trouble.
Yeah. So, over at Gaston's, they have brand new snacks out today for the 50th anniversary.
Right.
The Donald Duck Dome Cake.
It used to be the Mickey Dome, and it was a spice cake. I checked my Disney experience this morning looking for the new desserts. It still wasn't updated this morning. Did they change it? Have you checked?
It is now the Donald Duck Blueberry Lemon Curd Dome Cake.
I bet it means no pants, right?
Yeah.
No pants.
No pants.
No pants.
It's very naked. It's very good. Honestly.
And you tried it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love blueberry lemon together.
What's really nice is take your time, slice it in half, because it's layered so perfectly. You know how you get that Disney middle section?
Yes.
That's what it is right there.
I love that, especially when you have desserts like that. I love to kind of open and kind of enjoy how they place them together instead of just smashing the whole thing.
So good.
So you've got we're gonna have to go check that out. Then the Donald Duck Dome.
Donald Duck Dome.
I like that. DDD.
Yeah, it works. It does roll off the tongue.
So
just between you and I, though, we've raised prices.
What's that?
On all snacks, the prices have been raised.
What is the price of the?
$8.29.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't $7.99 anymore. They've added 30 cents more.
30 cents more.
All right, so we're gonna have to keep a lookout for everything because $7.99 is sort of like their fancy dessert pricing, and $5.99 is their normal pricing, for like regular desserts and regular cupcakes.
Yeah. Now we're up to $8.29. It looks like snacks have been raised across the board.
So do you think our cupcakes are gonna go to $6.29?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
Woo.
And in fact,
Holly says Greg is amazing. I don't know who this Holly person is, but you have got an admirer.
I have a fan club that I didn't even know about.
So that's awesome.
It's the blue hair. It stands out. And people are like, hey, I think I know that guy. No, I don't.
I was thinking maybe it was the fact that you own a Instapot. That was one of the things.
When did my Instapot? Oh, I'm sorry. When did Holly's Instapot become more famous than the rest of us?
Hey, at least somebody in the house is getting some attention, right?
You know what? The more likes the Instapot get, I think I'm going to make its own Instagram account.
There you go. Instapotgram.
In Potogram?
Potogram? That might get you a different crowd. But they're still hungry, so it still works out.
Either way, we're getting fed.
So where else are you going to look for snacks today?
We're actually going to try the new, the new seafood fish sandwich that they have.
And where's that at?
That should be over at, not Columbia Hometown, Pecos Bill.
Pecos Bill has a seafood? Tortuga Tavern?
No.
Oh, the little kiosk is at the end?
But it's open today. Like, it's really quiet.
Yeah, it is kind of quiet today so far.
So who knows what they're going to do. Yeah, we're looking for that. I'm going to go have some from Westward Ho, the cinnamon donuts. I have them every time I'm here.
Well, CJ just asked about those as well. Hey, let us know. Stop back in. Check back with us if you find something else. We're going to go check out the DDD.
To say hi to you guys.
It's good. I'm glad you did. Holly said you were here. Yeah. So I'm like, well, hopefully we'll run into you. So we're gonna go take a.
Literally being a bum today, just hanging out. And like, this is the most magical place on earth. Why not be here?
Exactly.
So,
He's
you
like,
guys are amazing, though. I love
awesome,
you.
awesome field correspondent. So thank you so much for the DDD information. And if you find something else, come back and find us again.
I'll just every few minutes, like, here's my next
And
report.
here's
Mickey's on Main Street.
the update.
Mickey's on Main Street.
Hey, I got to strike a deal with Greg here. All right, good to see you, Greg.
Good morning.
He snuck up behind me and he whispered something. I thought he was you, and I just ignored him because I thought, Calvin, stop it, you're being silly.
You want to go up toward the top and toward the front?
Yeah, let's go up.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys heard it from Greg from Florida Fanatics. We're going to have to go check out Gaston's Tavern. Maybe we can put that on our list for snacks afterwards. I don't know if you heard what he had said.
I did. It sounds like Donald's agents have arranged for a little bit higher price for his material or his snacks.
I know. Mickey domes were $7.99, but the Donald dome is going to $8.29. 30 cents. That means there's a 30-cent increase every time we buy a snack moving forward.
I mean, I knew Donald was a little grumpy sometimes about things, but I didn't realize it was, to the point where he was making more than Mickey was.
Now, you have to be aware of the fact that when you're hanging out here in the park and you're riding the Liberty Bell and you're in the back like this, you're going to get a little moisture.
Ah.
It will sometimes light upon you, and sometimes it's a little warm.
Okay, good to know.
A little steam. By the way, this is our line for Haunted Mansion. That does not look like, what was it, 30 minutes when we looked at it before? It looks like it's gotten longer.
Looks that way. I am hearing live news or live weather reports from folks that may be traveling back toward Atlanta right now that when they got to 75, it was starting to rain. So we may have rain headed our way, Chris.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be like a 51% chance of rain this afternoon. So luckily, by the time we're done today, boom, we'll be okay because I think we're only going to be on in the morning. So, but lots of good information we're going to be able to provide. Look, it's Travel Mason. Good to see you guys. Look, they're right there. You can see the shirt.
Everywhere.
Yeah, they're all over the parks today. We have over 400 agents, and that's about half of what we have in our entire agency. So it is a fine group of people, and they are all over the place today.
You guys are clearly down here gathering that first-hand information and being able to help your clients, and
that's the thing. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing what Disney has to tell us today that I might be able to share with you guys starting tomorrow. So thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up for me today. We have hit 100 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for that. Why is that important? Because when we hit 100 likes, that means that YouTube will take that into consideration for analytics and share out our stream with those who are not already subscribing to us. And we might be able to have some new people join the crew today. So thank you guys for all the times you hit that thumbs up. All it does is help us find more people who are like us, who enjoy the parks and can enjoy hanging out with each other. So thank you so much, crew, for making that happen. And I said, you can't miss Greg with the blue hair. I'm glad he stopped by though, because I actually spent some time this morning searching on the app, and I couldn't find anything new. And I guess that just because the park hadn't officially opened, maybe they hadn't populated it just yet. Let me go back and see if it shows anything now.
Yeah, I've got to investigate this fish sandwich at Pecos Bills. I live with a couple of pescatarians.
I was just thinking, what better place to go eat fish? Not Columbia Harbor House, but let's go eat fish at Pecos Bills. Bill is known for his fish.
Season, a little Tex-Mex seasoning on there might be pretty good.
All right, I'm going to go back over to Gaston to see if I can find an update on that. They did yep, it's been updated. So the $7.99 Mickey Dome that was there this morning at about 8:40 is now gone. And for $8.29, they have the Donald Duck Dome Cake, lemon mousse with blueberry filling, citrus cake, and buttercream. Got to put that one on the list.
I don't see the fish sandwich at Pecos Bills yet, but that may be coming here soon.
Let's see. I wonder what's on that fish sandwich. And I was looking to see, they do not have the kiosk beyond that. listed. So we'll go check it out.
So, Chris, I have to admit, I've been in a bit of a bubble the last few days, and it sounds like I may have missed some various pieces of Disney news. Any big announcements or anything?
Well, some of the things that you probably already know about because you were running the races, but little birdie told me that when they were running through Hollywood Studios, they had some nice, bright, friendly faces up and down Sunset Boulevard and Hollywood Boulevard. The citizens of Hollywood were out.
Yes, that's true. They were there on our left as we came out of Tower of Terror area, and before we made our left to go backstage out the front door.
So does that mean we're going to be having our citizens coming back?
Well, I'll tell you another little secret that maybe has not gotten out there, that the citizens of Hollywood were not our only characters that we haven't seen in quite a while that were on the course yesterday. There was a membership drive for a very exclusive organization called the Adventurers Club.
No. Where were they at?
They were, as we were leaving the parking lot area of Magic Kingdom to head over to Animal Kingdom, the chairwoman and one of the other members of the club were there encouraging people to stop and sign up and kungaloosh with them.
That's be sweet. I'd maybe have to share that with Skipper Bob again.
And then also another little thing along that same stretch, about another probably mile later, maybe a little bit less, they pulled some attractions from the graveyard or the boneyard. They had a Nautilus, they had a Mr. Toad's car, and they had Sleeping Beauty vehicle and the what they used to call the Starliner, the rocket ships that used to be there.
Oh, yeah.
They had 4 of those ride vehicles out, just kind of sitting there by the side of the road for people to stop and take pictures with as well.
Now, the Nautilus was actually out for the wine and dine too,
Yes,
was it not?
Yeah.
I remember seeing it because I remember driving by and seeing it in the parking lot.
Yep.
It was at one of the starting lines.
Yeah, but it was not a cutout. I mean, it is the actual Nautilus vehicle.
It was huge.
From backstage.
By the way, Taylor has popped in this morning. Thank you, Taylor, so much for the super chat. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hey, whenever you guys give super chats or PayPals, it helps us to do streams, and it also helps us to pay for Donald Duck domes that will be coming up later on. So thank you so much, Taylor. Glad you could join us this morning. And
we always find a way to turn into a snacking stream.
What's that?
We always find a way to turn into a snacking stream.
Oh yeah, well that's the best kind of streams, right? I mean, it's the streams that have no snacks at all that just seem to kind of fizzle out sometimes. So yeah, Jill, we were talking about that earlier. Disney announced today raised prices on all foods and snacks and alcoholic drinks. Yay! But that's okay. You're saving $20 per night when you're staying at a value hotel.
That's right.
So Taylor's like, is it cupcake time yet? Cupcake on me. Well, we heard about the Donald Duck Dome, so I think we're going to be heading to Gaston's to check that out as later. It's a lemon blueberry, so looking forward to that.
So I heard some people in the parks talking, Chris, about another piece of information, something about the changes to the lightsaber experience.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Because I honestly am not sure I've heard the full news.
Well, Robert, another super chat says you still owe me hamburgers and milkshakes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm gonna owe you a lot, Robert. By the time we get to summertime, I'm gonna owe you a laundry list of food items. I promise you. Thank you so much for that as well. You guys are helping me out with the extra 30 cents we're gonna have to start paying every time we buy something now. So we did get to notice. We got word early Saturday morning.
Okay.
That there was a supply shortage that was going on with the bag, the normal black bag that they use for holding the lightsabers when you go through the $200 lightsaber experience. Well, what they decided to do is that they decided to take that freebie out of the mix, and it does not come with that bag any longer. Now, so if you get a lightsaber, they would give you a nice little clear see-through plastic bag for your lightsaber. If you want the nice bag that was included before, they're charging an additional $50. You see it coming out of his ears. You see, I mentioned the phrasing of the prices to honk, and all of a sudden his ears start just like.
Well, and I'll be honest. I had an opportunity to try one of the lightsaber bags, and the one that comes with the experience is a very stiff nylon. It actually, got a little rough to wear by the end of the day.
It starts to wear on you a little bit.
The cloth bag that I've seen them have in the stores, that may be what they're encouraging people to buy now. That looks to be a little bit more of a comfortable experience. It has a little bit more decoration to it. But that is disappointing that to hear that they're not able to supply that protective sleeve, because that's an expensive souvenir too.
Next time we get over to Hollywood Studios, because we haven't been over there since Saturday, I'll be asking some further questions. We'll be looking around to see what they are providing, and we'll see if that really is something that's going to stick around. Is it just a supply chain issue, and they're trying to curb it out? I'm not really sure. So we'll have to see how it goes.
We're clearly turning into a honk stream.
Yeah. Welcome in, Pikachu. Sarah Bush is like, oh. Thank you so much, Bailey, for the PayPal this morning. Just thank you for bringing magic and positivity into our weeks. You're helping me get through the cold northeast winter to make all the difference. Thank you so much, Bailey. You're in our crew. You hang out with us, and you make our chats just as positive. So you guys make all the difference as well. So thank you to everyone for making the entire stream a positive experience. Thank you so much, Bailey. And we just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal from our friend Bailey. Appreciate it, Bailey. We're going to be checking out some new snacks today that will come in handy. Thank you so much for that.
My goodness, Chris, look where our Haunted Mansion line is extended to.
This is Haunted Mansion back here now. It's slowly making its way to Frontierland. So Lauren B, no, we have not heard anything about package pickup coming back just yet. You can still mail things, but the being resort back, our package going back to the resorts has just not yet happened. So, morning, Gary. Good morning. Welcome in. So, Robert, are there a lot of all-you-can-eat places at Disney? I'll tell you this. There are no all-you-can-eat places at Disney World. Not a single all-you-can-eat. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Tell me more.
Because Disney does not use the phrase all-you-can-eat.
Ah.
They don't. If you go looking for Disney information, you let me know up on an official Disney website you ever see the phrase all-you-can-eat. This Chippendale. Hey, Chippendale. So, you know what phrase they do use?
What do they use?
All you care to enjoy.
Ah, nice. Okay.
All you care to enjoy. And yes, there are quite a few places that all you can care to enjoy. Most of the ones in which you can do family style eating, you can do that. That includes anything from places like at Fort Wilderness. They've got the Trails Inn is all you care to enjoy family style. You can do that over at Sebastian's Bistro over at Caribbean Beach is all you care to enjoy. Things like the Whispering Canyon Cafe, Wilderness Lodge, Chef Mickey's is also that way over at the Contemporary. Ohana is that way over at the Polynesian. And there are quite a few other places as well, including places that don't seem like they should be all you care to enjoy. But if you go to Topolino's Terrace and you go for breakfast and you're not full, you can ask for another entree.
Oh my.
So if you get the steak and you still got a little bit of ache going on there you need to fill, and you ask for more, they'll bring you more. If you like that pastries, there's one really good pastry in the pastry basket. There's only one.
Only one pastry?
Only the best pastry. There's only one. If you ask for another one, they'll bring you another one.
Huh.
So you should always check to make sure if it's a set price meal. That's usually your key. If it's a set price meal, you can always ask if there's possibility you can get something else. We did that the first time we ate at Topolino's Terrace for breakfast, and Susan and I both ordered a second entree simply so that we would experience more and get to try more, and they didn't even blink.
Huh.
So
that is on my list. I have not made it over there yet. We've seen the Riviera and we've been there, but we've not had a chance to make it up to the top and try the food. I hear very, very good.
And so you still need to see the view as well, right?
Yes, I've not seen the view.
It's beautiful up there. Guys, thank you so much, Bailey. Exactly, Michelle. It's all you care to enjoy, and there's several of them out there. And of course, we take advantage of them when we can.
So I did see an interesting experience relative to Chef Mickey's in the view this morning, Chris. So we, before I put my parents back on the road to head back home, we stopped at the Contempo Cafe for breakfast.
Yes.
And the Contempo Cafe is right there next to Chef Mickey's. Mm-hmm. And so there were a number of children that were having breakfast with their parents that were on the booth side where it backs up to Chef Mickey's.
Right.
And those kids had the lovely opportunity to be able to stand up, turn around, and have the same Chef Mickey's experience with the characters walking by and waving as the people who had to actually pay for Chef Mickey's.
And they paid a whole lot more.
And they did. And the kids were having a great time. Kids were jumping up and down and waving and pointing at Mickey. And, you know, it seemed to be a great way to take advantage of that opportunity.
Well, because nowadays you don't get that one-on-one table experience with the character. So why not? You still get to wave at them. You still get to listen to the music.
Yep.
I hope the people who were on the other side were enjoying that experience as much as the ones who didn't pay for it. So, but what's really bad is I remember the first time we went to Crystal Palace, another place where you can enjoy all you care to enjoy. But at Crystal Palace, of course, they used to have Winnie the Pooh and Friends. And the first time we ate there with our kids, I saw other parents who had, obviously paid high prices so that their kids could meet Winnie the Pooh and characters. And first time Winnie the Pooh walked up to a neighboring table, and the little kid at the table screamed their head off and jumped under the table to hide away from the giant yellow bear.
Oh, no.
It made me just think, if I was that parent, what was going through my head was, wait, what did we do? Why did we do this?
There is something to be said about trying out someplace local that may have characters to kind of see how your kids react before you come down and try the experiences.
Or if you have a character meal set up for like the second or third day, don't do a character meal the first day. Go to let them see the characters in the parks and see how they react first. And if you have to, you can always cancel. So Pikachu, my family might be going to Costa Rica. Do you guys help plan for those trips or just Disney World vacations? Travelmation has over 400 vendors on our vendor list that we work with and we've contracted with. So Pikachu, we can pretty much, look here. We can pretty much help you go anywhere you'd like to go. So let us know. Oh no, this place is on fire over here. We need some water. I don't think I've ever seen this on fire before. Okay, nobody call 911. Okay, just saying. We're all good. The deer are smoking some venison. It's fine.
Nice. I see what you're talking about with the warm water coming down.
Yes. When it's 80 degrees or higher and we're riding this, Susan does not care to be on the back as much. So, Hawk the Fam. Hey, Chris, have you found any punnycorns? No, I haven't found any punnycorns. I've seen the sign. I'm going to keep my eye out for them. I wasn't sure how that was going to go over, but you know what stuff goes through my head, guys. If you guys follow us on Instagram or TikTok, you would have noticed I found the unicorn peace sign that was for the parking sign over in Animal Kingdom. And they put the P at the top and they put unicorn at the bottom. And I walked right up to the post and I go, punnycorn?
Punnycorn.
What's a punnycorn?
I did not realize the Liberty Boat doubled as a safari.
Yes, there's all kinds of aminals.
I don't know that I've seen that large of a deer here in the Southeast.
Welcome in, Samantha. Look at all the lovely deer and the antelope, and they're all out here where they're out roaming and playing and smoking that house over there. Yes. Grab a spot up here. It wasn't too long ago that they had to do a refurbishment earlier in 2021, and all this water was gone. And a lot of people were shocked to see what they saw when all the water was gone. A nice little track that was being completely torn out and replaced.
You know, you got to be careful with this large of a vehicle in a very narrow space. You want a little safety margin.
Now, there is another way to see all of the stuff we're looking at here, but it hasn't been seen that way in about 4 years, and that's the Walt Disney World Railroad. The railroad goes right through this area and through the back side of the park, and of course will not be back on until we are done with Tron.
Track right there.
That dog is always so happy. So we always have a little bit of a connection, slow and lag in this area of the park.
Afraid of that.
It's gonna get a little choppy in this back corner, guys. I'll let you know that. Wow.
That's different.
You guys are looking at the very, very first ever Halloween Horror Night house. Right back here at the very back of the park. Little known fact. Let's go grab it to the other side.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much more to see on this side.
Tom Sawyer Island.
You can see our pirate cave over here. So Susan's in to help us out. Disney just announced a new weekday magic promotional tickets for Florida residents only. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So this is a brand new Florida residents ticket option. Just came out today. And this ticket is valid on weekdays starting January 11th, that's tomorrow, through April 7th. It is subject to blockout dates of March 14th to the 18th, which is what they consider to be the high spring break week. But Florida residents can purchase a 2, 3, or 4-day ticket with prices starting at $149 plus tax. I'm not very good at math, but that's about $75 per day, even if you only buy 2 days.
Yep.
These tickets go on sale tomorrow, January 11th. So you will have to show proof of residency when you pick up your tickets. But if you guys are Florida residents, or if you know someone who's a Florida resident who would be interested in these tickets, let me know. I already know of several clients that were looking to come later on this month that will be wanting to pick it up on these sale prices. So let us know. And we can always help you, even if you don't need a room. And you just need tickets. If you're Florida residents, we can almost always get you a good little deal on tickets.
That'd be a great way to stack some discounts. You know, get that room-only discount to start with, and then add the tickets separately, and you get the
exactly. Get a Florida residence ticket,
Yep.
and then you get a Florida resident discount on your rooms as well. And even if you have an annual pass, if you're a pass holder and you need rooms, we can get you your discounts for that as well. Let us know and see if we can help you find a good room at a discounted price for our pass holder rates.
have to be honest, I can't tell you the last time I went to Tom Sawyer Island.
They've added a few new things. Yeah, I think one of them actually has an outhouse now. You don't have to go in the bushes. Travis says he thinks I was at the wrong park when I was talking about the Halloween Horror Nights. I still hear that sound sometimes when I'm in the rest of the park, and I immediately think it's the railroad, and I get excited.
Very familiar. We were on the People Mover the other day, and still, you see all the construction at Tron, and you realize how far away we are from getting that railroad back.
Yeah. Well, if you guys,
the Tom Sawyer River boats ready to go here?
They are going. They already took a couple people over. I don't know if you noticed. So one person got their own river raft earlier. So this weekend, actually yesterday on YouTube, we got what those of us in the YouTube business know as a purge.
Okay.
And what ends up happening is that every once in a while there will be fake accounts, bot accounts, or accounts that should not be existing that will get out there into the world. And so every once in a while, YouTube will go through and they will just purge them out. They will just get rid of them. They don't exist in the community. So any channels that they may be subscribed to, whether, whatever the situation is, will get taken out.
Yep.
So our subscriber count went down all at one time. It just goes boop, boop, and they're just gone. I remember when we first started YouTube, that used to really upset me. Because I used to think that 20 people at a time were just determining that they didn't like us at all, and they all got together and said, all right, we're going to all leave at the same time. But I've learned since then that it's actually a good thing, because numbers don't mean anything to me as much as the actual people who get to hang out with us. So, if someone who's not even a real person, or if it's a business account, if all they do is subscribe so that somebody else will subscribe back to them, and they're not part of the community, you don't get to know them, you don't get to chat with them, then there's no real benefit to the numbers anyway. So I'm okay with that. So I look at it this way. It just means that the numbers we have are more real, and I like that. So, but our numbers are already going back up because we have awesome people hitting the subscribe button today. So if you do hit the subscribe button, let us know in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. Good morning, Diane. Now, I know that you've been really good on your carb intake and everything this weekend. Are you up for a snack before we have to go this morning?
I can help you out. Sure. Do a little exploration.
We might need to go do some duck hunting.
Sounds like if it's the kind of little snack that they would give us that would have a little dome over the top, it'd be duck under glass, right?
It's like a every time I think of a dome dessert now, I think of whether or not it had anything to do with a Stephen King novel.
Good show. Good show.
Sarah B's like, snack?
Is it over at the Hangar Bar at Disney Springs, where they have the bacon that they have smoked, and they take the dome off and the smoke comes up off the
temple
plate?
The Temple of Bacon.
Is that what it is? Okay.
They take smoked bacon, they take it over and they give it to the people at the ganachery, and the ganache dips it in their premium chocolate. They send it back over to the holiday, not a holiday, but the hanger bar.
Yeah.
And they will then put it on. They hang it up, put it under a dome glass, and then they fill it with smoke.
Oh my goodness.
So it's bacon and smoke and bacon and chocolate and smoked bacon chocolate.
That'd be a bacon. Everything else is just a box.
Yeah, and when they put it on your put it on the table in front of you, all you can see is this glass dome filled with smoke. They lift it up and they just kind of swirl it around until the smoke slowly dissipates, and all you can smell is that smoke and then that bacon smell.
Oh my goodness!
It is it's delicious. Now, if you've never had chocolate covered bacon though, and you're like, well, I don't know if I can get the Disney Springs. That would be fun. That would be great. But what about if we just want to try some chocolate covered bacon? That's when you go over to the Polynesian and go check out their Kona Cafe kiosk at the very front upstairs. And they have usually 4 different flavors of chocolate covered bacon. So
there's flavors of chocolate bacon?
Well, they have different toppings.
Oh.
So they'll have like a tropical. So we'll have, coconut and stuff like that on it. There's one in which it has chili powder on it. So it's a chocolate chili covered bacon. So a little bit of sweet, a little bit of hot. And they will change it up depending on what the season is. So if you need something on the go, a little quick snack, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of savory together, go check out the Kona Cafe. Again, it's at the Polynesian on the top floor. Walk up and order it. I think one order contains 2 pieces of bacon, I believe. But you can also get a sampler, which means you get some of every flavor they have, which is what we like to do because it's hard to choose.
It's like our line shrank a little bit for Haunted Mansion. Still out here, but not past.
It fluctuates a little bit.
Yeah.
Sarah B says, made homemade pineapple Dole Whip with G-Mama last night. It was amazing. I did not know G-Mama was such a cook. So Calvin not only is one of our moderators, he's also one of our patrons. And because he was so busy, being selfishly vacationing and running and having fun on his own, he wasn't able to be on the patron call on Saturday. So you didn't get to meet G-Mama. So we'll have to fill you in.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hate missing the patron calls because we always have such a good time getting to know each other a little bit better. And it's always good to put faces with names that you see in chat. That way, you know somebody's not a bot.
Yeah, it's real people. I seriously started out doing the calls for only 1 hour. And I just realized quickly that wasn't going to nearly cut it. So 2 hours goes by really fast. The fam James says, now you have to get the chat that bacon. We're going to have to we'll have to go back and share that again sometime. If you want to see the Temple of Bacon, go back into our channel sometime when you're looking for something to watch. Go look under Your Magic's channel and chat, or search for the terms Jock Lindsay Hanger Bar, and you can go back and see one of our vlogs in which we got to try the Temple of Bacon.
Although it was kind of funny, so over the weekend, because we have such weird sleep schedules for these races, we have to be typically on transportation. They want you out there as early as 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So going to bed fairly early, but I bring noise canceling headphones with me because, sometimes, folks are still coming in and the rooms around you might hear them. So happened to have my noise canceling headphones on and started a YouTube video, went to sleep. So my wife wakes me up or tells me the next morning, yes, I woke up to Chris, because apparently the rotation had gone through and I had looped into one of your past streams. So Suddenly she wakes up to the ear-to-ear magic crew, blaring out of my noise-canceling headphones
your
that had fallen
headphones?
off my head while I was sleeping.
So I have to tell you a story. This is a teenage story. When I had
Are you going on?
one Saturday afternoon, I can't remember what it was. As a teenager, I never napped, but for some situation, I was just tired. I'd done an all-nighter or something the night before doing something, or can't remember what it was, but I had my little Sony CD player with the anti-skip on it. That was, incredibly expensive for this portable CD player.
That's right.
And I put in a Weird Al Yankovic CD, put on some headphones, and just laid down. And eventually I nodded off. Now, I slept pretty well, even though the music was playing. I did just fine. At the very end, though, I was awakened with just this demonic screaming, incessant, ah! 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 I'm sitting up on my bed, no idea where I am, what time of day it is, what day it is, what was going on. And I'm like, what was that? What happened?
Why is there someone screaming at me?
So I had to go back and investigate. And I can't tell you even the name of the album now. It may have even been the one with the Nirvana spoof. But apparently Weird Al assumed that somebody eventually would listen to one of his CDs. And the very last track, when the song ended, they put about an 11-minute empty space of nothing. And then 12 seconds of him screaming at the top of his lungs.
Oh my goodness.
So if you were just playing the tracks
Yes.
without paying attention, it would just play the last song and then move to the next track of 10 minutes, 11 minutes of complete silence. Yeah.
Looks like everybody's here for the Donald Dome.
Yeah. And then just him yelling. And so I got a nice wake up from Weird Al Yankovic that way. The things you could do back in the day when, that was the way things worked. Wow, look at our line. So are we jumping in and turning our line? I'm of the idea that you don't have to have a straight weight line. We'll turn it a little bit. So
This is a great area to come for nighttime photography. The way the Gaston fountain is lit up at night is really, really interesting. It's very interesting shadows and things.
morning, John. How you doing? Welcome in. I was going to read this comment out to help out Calvin, but I'm realizing that me trying to introduce G Mama to Honk will probably be extremely confusing. But so this is the chat by the channel June. I'm sorry. It's not that funny, but it's hilarious. So Honk, aka Calvin. This is Hi Honk, aka Calvin. Mama G here. I call him G Mama. I'm Sarah Bush's friend Matt.
Wait, but
It says June.
I may need a diagram, Chris.
Over the bridge, lining up against the wall.
Yeah, we angled it the wrong direction.
I may need a diagram to break that down.
Yeah,
Chris.
so Honk, aka Calvin, This is Mama G or G Mama here, aka Matt, who is June.
But only in December?
Woo! Somebody's got some major bunburying going on here. Oh, Sarah says we're making some Mickey grilled cheese in the Mickey waffle maker soon.
I had not realized how big the cinnamon rolls were here.
Oh, they're
Holy guacamole.
they're on the small side.
I think my pillow last night was smaller than that.
Sometimes on the resorts they are on the small side, aren't they?
I know I've got couch cushion or couch pillows that are smaller than that. So, Chris, you guys have Disney training today.
So yeah, we're gonna get several hours of the people from Disney and all the Disney different departments, kind of teaching us what new things are coming, what changes may be happening.
Nice.
That goes from Disney World, other Disney parks around the world. We also get information from Disney Cruise Line, Disney weddings, and
yes.
special events, because we are actually contracted to help our clients. If we have a client come to us and say, I would like to get married at Disney World, we can make that happen. And we can help them. They still have, if you get married at Disney, you still have your own Disney coordinator that you work with directly. But as their travel agent, I can make sure that there's someone there to always be on their side and kind of speak for them. And we're through the entire process. So we got Disney weddings and special events. And did you know that if somebody wanted to, as a company, rent out an attraction here at Disney World for a special event, that can be done?
I think I knew they could do that for individual attractions now.
Yeah, they can now. Like for instance, if your company wanted to have a special dinner in the pre-show area of the Haunted Mansion, we could have it done.
Oh my goodness.
After the dinner is over, everyone's free to ride the ride as many times as they'd like to, just for a certain period of time, and the Haunted Mansion would be yours.
So do they set that up in the stretching room? Are you constantly stretching and then having the guy?
You can pretty much have it set up however you'd like it to do. They've done it in the past, as they've had dinners on the track of the Great Movie Ride.
Oh, wow.
So if you'd like to have, if somebody would like to say, you know what, I want to have a Parisian meal over in Ratatouille, and they could set it up. Now, most of this, of course, would happen outside of park hours.
Sure.
But you could set it up, especially like at Epcot, if you wanted to set that up in which you had a special meal. You could actually be sitting in the track. But all that can be arranged. It's amazing how many different ideas you can do that. But corporate events, we can do stuff like that. So we'll hear about that. Of course, Disney Cruise Lines and Adventures by Disney as well.
And they've got a lot of stuff coming with Adventures by Disney, right? With
have
they partnered with National Geographic or something?
That, and we've got some new things. Matter of fact, we even have an Adventures by Disney special thing at Travelmation. We set up for the fall, in which we're going to have our own Adventures by Disney 2 week. I think it's a 2 week trip, and it's going to be over in Egypt.
Oh wow!
And we're going to have a very special guide. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him. His name is Tony Baxter.
That name rings a bell. Yeah.
The Imagineer.
Yeah.
So he's going to be our actual tour guide on Adventures by Disney.
Oh my goodness!
Talking to us how that they've learned and what they've done with tours and stuff like that in Egypt for what they've done for animation, for rides, and for all kinds of other stuff like that as well. So
I've looked at Adventures by Disney a few times. Big difference makers there for them is the way they're able to add to the experience. Yes, you're going to see some of these attractions, but by bringing in locals from the area or experts, they're able to just add so much more to that experience and what you learn as you go through the area.
Adventures by Disney, when you go on Adventures by Disney, they usually have at least 2 cast members that are your special tour guides the entire trip.
Yep.
And they take care of all of your needs. So it is. If you ever go on an Adventures by Disney tour, it will kind of ruin other tours for you because they do such a great care and they take care of every little detail.
But it takes the edge off, especially where places maybe you don't speak the language and you're trying to get around, but there's still things you want to see. They help facilitate all that and take a lot of that work off of you, and it seems to make a lot of that that's where the value and where the real plus is for that Disney Adventures by Disney experience versus trying to do it on your own.
And we're looking forward to the Adventures by Disney West Coast tour coming back as well, where you get the tour of
I hadn't even thought about that.
the Disney Animation Studios. Right now, the animation studios are still closed. Everybody's working remotely, but we're hoping that's going to be opening up later on this year. So hopefully they'll be able to tell us maybe a time frame when that's going to happen, so we can get back. Because back the stage tours are coming back here in February.
Awesome.
So
Great.
we're getting some stuff back.
So we're getting not only are we getting Keys to the Kingdom and Backstage Magic, or
well, we're getting Keys to the Kingdom, Backstage Magic, Wild Africa Trek.
Oh, nice.
Is coming back into play this year. And we're also some of the things like the taking care of the Gentle Giants, I believe it's called. The elephants and the rhino experiences are both coming back into play as well.
We ran by the elephants yesterday, the elephant barn.
Sarah says, I'm craving a cinnamon bun the size of my head right now. All right, Susan says the size of a toddler's head.
The West Coast Adventures by Disney tour also, at least previously, we'll see if that's the way it works when it comes back, would go through the Henson Studios as well. So I think you some of the Muppet stuff.
This is probably the longest I've waited for a snack in a long time.
And it's funny because everybody's coming out with cinnamon rolls. Nobody's coming out with a Donald Bone yet.
I've only saw one. I saw one blue walk by.
All right.
It was on top of a cinnamon bun though.
Wait, somebody was double stacking?
Yes, they were. How does that look, guys? Does that look a little bit better? But they also had around this ballroom, they also had 4 or 5 snack stations.
Okay.
Each snack station had a Mickey pretzel container on it. They were not manned.
Oh, no.
And they had cast members coming out with trays and trays of Mickey pretzels.
Now, are these were the small Mickey pretzels, right?
We're talking the Mickey faces. We're talking the full on, just like if we were to walk over and get a Mickey pretzel right now.
Yep.
Now they're not the baseline tap house, which to me I think I like that a little better.
Yep.
But still they had all these, I don't know, container, not container, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Were they hanging them up?
They were all on trays, giant trays.
Okay.
And so all you had to do is walk up, open the door, grab your tongs, grab your Mickey pretzel.
Oh my goodness.
And then they have gigantic containers of plastic cheese.
Oh, that's
so you just got as much plastic cheese as you wanted.
Oh,
and they had like 5 stations around the entire ballroom. I have never in my life ever been in a situation where it literally was all you can care to enjoy Mickey pretzels.
I'm still trying to question the wisdom of a full bar for a group of travel agents and then carving them up with Mickey pretzels.
Luckily, everybody had already run the Dopey. So
there you go.
Actually, we did have a few people who ran the Dopey
wow.
from our agency who runs every year. One of our good buddies, John Rogers, ran yesterday. And not only did he get all 6 medals and do the Dopey, but he also was awarded the President's Award last night. So he had a really great weekend. So congratulations to John.
I need to double check the facts on the news, but I did see an interesting news item come up about the races this weekend. They had a woman come in from Colorado. She's a professional runner. And I know she at least got the first 3. I did not hear if she got the marathon, but she actually won. So she did win all 4.
This weekend was a very first time ever happening. But we had the first time one runner has come in first for all 4 races.
Oh my goodness.
She came in first on Sunday too.
My goodness.
So that was pretty big news.
Yes, it is. That is a major accomplishment because even professional runners, they usually are picking between which of the races are they really pushing on. And she clearly had to push for all 4 to get that.
Exactly. I mean, no one's ever done that before. Because here's the thing, like you said, if you have a runner who's running the marathon, they're not going to be running the 5K.
Yep. I walk. I mean, I'm not a professional runner. I walked every race I had this weekend before the marathon just to save the energy.
But she won all 4 of them.
Holy cow. There's our picture of our Donald Duck pants.
Should we just jump in this line just to get in the shade? Woo, there we go.
Now, Chris, what are your thoughts on the marshmallow fluff at the top of the fruit flavored, or on top of the steins here, the apple juice?
So, if you get the LaFouse brew, you can get the little marshmallow fluffy foam.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, I'm not a big marshmallow fan. I don't really like marshmallows as much as I like some other sweet things. The kids and Susan, they love marshmallow. But me, I actually don't mind it on top of the LaFouse brew, though.
It's good. I will admit, though, on a hot day, I'm more interested in the apple juice underneath it than I am the marshmallow foam on top.
But it does go rather quickly on those hot days.
Yes.
But you have to be careful. If you don't like high sugar drinks when you're really hot, be careful, because like the first time we ever got that for our kids, Liberty, she just downed it. It actually made her nauseated.
Oh no!
Because it was so sweet.
Yep.
And she didn't sip it and just drink a little bit.
Yep.
She just kind of drank it like it was water.
Yep.
And it was a little too much. So. And of course, something that everyone's reminded me of, you got to make sure that when you get your cinnamon roll, ask for the extra frosting.
Oh, yeah.
They will throw a little extra on there for you.
So, I tell you what, Chris, if you want me, I could stand in line and get the dome cake if you want to give Chad a tour of Gaston's Tavern here. I mean, he's clearly done a lot of decorating.
Well, let me do this. If I may, could I hand this off to you for just a second?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to make sure I grab a picture of the sign.
No worries. So, folks, we're here at Gaston's Tavern. He clearly has used a lot of antlers in his decorating, as you may see looking around. Clearly a man of the wilderness. Gaston had a lot to say here about how his tavern was decorated.
Lots of animals.
Yeah, Chris, I'm learning there's no such thing as panning up with the gimbal, is there?
Not unless you engage the trigger.
Yeah, I won't be doing that. Thank you.
There's a trigger right here. And you hold it.
Okay.
And there's also, if you want to make sure that no matter how much movement you're doing, if you want to make sure it always stays in the right spot, you can just hit that button.
Oh my goodness. Folks, the technology I'm seeing right now is amazing. This is space age.
When you guys see that everything's smooth and I'm showing you the exact same thing all the time, you never know whether or not I really am really distracted. So, well, let me go see if I can find us a place to sit.
Yeah, I'll grab the dome cake and meet up with you here in just a minute.
All right, let's see if we can find something.
Anything other than dome cake?
I'm good on drinks.
Cool.
Let me grab us some napkins and stuff like that.
Good call.
All right, let's go off to the side here. Here in Gaston's Tavern, of course. Lots of antlers, animal heads on the wall. And you can even do on the board Gaston. human again. They'll be human again. Thanks, Michelle. A little bit of bad signal in here. And of course, Gaston has his chair. All right, so why don't you want to find a shady spot outside?
I bet Big Top Sweet may have a shady spot for us.
All right, that's true. You think you can get there before that melts?
Oh, we can give it a shot. I can walk pretty fast. I did this weekend.
That's true. Says the guy with all the race medals. Here, let me do this. Could you hold that up for me? We'll take a shot just in case.
Good, with Gaston in the background.
Exactly. Let's see. And let's go for one portrait mode. And one vertical, just to be on the safe side. Do it.
Almost right here, Bubba. Come on.
There we go. Thank you.
Now I'm confused, Chris, because I'm looking at this, and there appears to be a chocolate sword on top. Or no, that's Donald's hat.
Donald's hat.
Donald's hat. Was, I was trying to figure out why Donald needed a sword. No,
It's all in
Donald's hat.
perspective, right? Look at all the strollers in the stroller parking. So we had a little bit of course, connection issues inside of the tavern because, Wi-Fi is not something Gaston ever really planned for.
The antlers do cause a lot of interference.
Yeah, it does cause some interference. You'd think that they'd get better reception with all the, antennas, natural antennas in there.
Now, I did see you over by the dartboard. Did you have a good enough reception to be able to show everybody how Gaston had been doing versus LeFou?
I think that's a little, I think that's a little skewed.
Fake news? No?
I think LeFou is holding back.
I
don't think he's doing his best.
Is LeFou really left-handed and he's just, letting Gaston you have it?
I am not left-handed. I have something I need to tell you. I am not left-handed. Welcome in, John. Good to have you. Joey DeLuca, welcome into the channel. Glad to have you with us today. Since I don't like the brown frosting, can they leave that off? If it's something that's not already been added, you can always ask. Maybe they can scrape. All right, table.
Oh my goodness.
Now, we've done one of the cardinal sins here at Disney, snacking.
Did we cross the snacking streams?
We have brought a snack into an area where it cannot be obtained. So you know what it means, right? Everyone is like, where did you get that? Did you get that? I want one of those. Wow, did you do that on purpose?
No, they actually served it that way.
Oh, I was going to say, that was some major forethought on here. I wish I could think that far ahead. All right, so let's show these guys what we're looking at here.
Yeah.
It's jiggly. Woo. So there's Calvin's sword.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's a little off color, just ever so slightly.
Yep, more purplish.
I'm guessing fondant.
Got it. That or white
They
chocolate.
tend to. I hope it's white chocolate because when they do fondant and people eat it, it's never good. But this is our Triple D, the Donald Duck Dome dessert, lemon blueberry. And unfortunately, it looks great, but it's not gluten-free. So I'm glad Calvin's with me today because Susan wouldn't have been able to enjoy it with me. So what do you guys think? Who's our Donald Duck fans in here? Anybody? Michelle says, by the way, we do that all the time. We carry desserts into areas that they are not to be found. Just so everyone could go, ooh, I didn't get that. I want that. See? I think we should go see Mickey if we can on the way out, Brian, if we have time. How about you guys? This is really cute. Chase could eat this, right? Chase would try a bite. Gabriel's like, oh yeah, number one duck. We're all here. Hello, Julie. Welcome in. All right, so let's do this. Let me get another couple of establishing shots here. By the way, give it up to Calvin again one more time for the run this weekend.
This is actually the second part of my challenge this weekend. Once again, eating on camera, something I'm still learning how to do.
Oh, see, now the color of that hat's really throwing me off because the rest of that blue is just so there.
But I think that's why I thought it was a sword. I thought it was more of a gray than a blue.
It does look grayish.
Yeah. Lauren B's out there looking out for us, Chris. She's noting that we're getting both very close to our departure times here.
Are we? What time is it?
Yep.
Ooh, it is.
Yep.
So let's do some cutting.
Yeah.
And let's see what it looks like on the inside.
While training may still happen, my flight is not going to wait for me.
I can show up the training a little bit late, and if I have desserts, I can always blame it.
The master.
Oh, it's...
Folks, until you've seen Chris do all this live, you do not appreciate the mastery, the skills.
Instagramming. It's crazy. All right, we're going to do this a little bit more. And try to keep that all together so you guys can see what the interior looks like. Look at the layers there. So, obviously we got the blueberry, we got the lemon.
Yep. It looks really, really good.
And to me, lemon and blueberry always go well together.
They really do, especially if the blueberries are sweet and the lemon's got a little bit of tartness to it. They balance each other out.
You can see the jiggling over here. Just tell you, if you get this out in the heat, it's going to dissipate pretty quickly. So you don't want to take it out into the heat.
I don't think heat's going to be a problem for you guys later this week. Did I see a morning where it may be in the 40s down here this week? That's okay. I'm going home to 30s, highs in 30s, which still, per chat last Thursday, is not 7. I'll still take 30s over 7. Don't get me wrong.
Listen to this.
Oh, Sarah Bush has an update on the Mickey Waffle Maker grilled cheese. It worked.
It worked? I've heard that it does. It works well. And also, hash browns.
Ooh.
Yes. Put hash brown on a Mickey waffle. It does quite well. All right. There's another side cut.
So, this is supposed to be a Donald Dome.
Yes.
Does this tell us that this is what the inside of Donald's head actually has in it? Lemon curd and blueberries?
It's kind of curdy. He's a little bit tart, but he's also a little bit sweet.
Yes, it has exactly that balance that we were talking about. The sweetness from the blueberries and the tartness from the lemon. Oh, wow. That's really good.
All right, so it took a second for that tartness of the lemon to come through.
What's interesting is another one of those on a hot day. This seemed like those lighter.
Yes, I mean, I think this is going to be a lot more popular than the Mickey Dome. Did you ever try the Mickey? It had spices. So it had kick. It wasn't like a hot spice, but it was there. A little bit, but a little bit more heat. Oh my gosh, right. But no, in a way that you wouldn't expect it to be there. But this, I think, all would do a lot better because the fact got all that sweet. You guys see it change? I don't.
Huh.
So if you ever see comments flickering out, that's why.
Good to know. Oh, they can't hear nothing. Oh, we're wrong.
Can't. Oh, yeah. Just refresh it a little bit better.
Did I set us up for problems here, Chris?
We're inside all good. This is our really good eating inside. These things are pretty, but when you get them in the heat, they liquefy. So
looks like we still got connection issues, Chris.
is it? Uh-oh. A little better?
All right.
So, ask you about
You're going to want to scan and eat it quickly. I think, plussing the dessert is not a good thing. It's,
rolls, you still have your Mickey bars, stuff like that.
The kind of fun for it's not the first thing that
lot of flavors. Absolutely. They're in that tart lemon is always good.
Knock you down for the rest of your day, that's for sure.
All right, guys, we're going to be back outside a little bit. Hopefully that will help the connection issues. All right, well, we got to get Calvin to the airport, and I've got to get over to some training. So let's walk on out and see what's going on Main Street. But we'll be doing some more streaming, of course, later this week. We'll be streaming again, rope dropping tomorrow. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where. Right now I have it set up for Epcot, but we may actually go maybe somewhere else. We'll see. So just make sure you have your notifications turned on with the channel. So whenever we go live tomorrow, you can hop on in and have some more fun with us. So, and then Wednesday, we will not be doing a rope drop, but we will be over at Universal Orlando Resort. And the reason that is, besides the fact that it's really cool and it's a lot of fun to go to Universal, the morning I will be with Universal for training in a soundstage on property. So as soon as we are done with our training, I will be going live later on in the afternoon on Wednesday and having some fun over Universal. And after that, Thursday and Friday, we'll be back to what I would consider to be a normal streaming situation again. So I was curious to see if the Cheshire Cat Cafe was open this morning, because it was showing nothing on the My Disney Experience app when I first checked. So they are. That's sad. That would explain why it wasn't showing open this morning.
There you go.
So, did you see our burger that we had at Cosmic Rays on Friday?
I did not know.
Mission to Mars. Mission to Mars. It's a bacon cheeseburger. It has macaroni and cheese as well, and the top bun is moistened with water and dipped in cheese puff.
Is that white hat?
Yellow. Someone bought cheese puffs, crushed them up, and bring them home.
My wife and daughter had the vegetarian burger from Cosmic Rays on Saturday. They came back to the table, and it had a powder-like substance over the top.
That's a different one. That's called the Mission to the Moon.
Okay.
Mission to the Moon is a impossible burger.
But the dust. I got her glasses after we were done, and there were speckles all over her sunglasses where they had sat beside her meal.
We just, you know me, I'm always calling. Welcome in, Joe. New Magic Crew. Joe. worry about the fact that even on the best days, the only one that people hear. But I hear voice when they're not reading the comments in person. I have voices in my head. I get really hard on some. Voice every month that we have. A lot easier to know, what Michelle sounds like and Rachel sounds like. When you have conversations with Catherine or Susan B, it's like, yes, I even know G Mama's voice. But see, now I have to fill in everybody else's voices. So I sometimes forget that when people are standing right beside me like Calvin is, I don't have to translate the voice. You can actually hear it too.
We can almost catch his camera.
Oh no, they're making sure of work today. Meanings.
Work, what is that? I haven't done that for a few days.
Monday. Well, it's funny. The reason we have to end our stream a little earlier than normal today is because I too have to go to work. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us for the past couple of hours. We will be doing this again tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and every Monday through Friday here on Ear to Ear Magic. So thank you guys for being a part of what we do. When we stream live from the parks to give you an updated view of what's happening straight from the parks themselves. What's the weather like? What are the crowds like? What are the new foods? And what new things are happening here around the park? So thank you guys for being a part of it every time. Hello, Olivia. No, you're not late. We're just ending a little early today. I've got some training with Disney. Good to see you, though. And as always, guys, if Susan and I can be of service for any of your 2022 and 2023 travel, reach out and let us know. We will be glad to help you guys out as far as getting price quotes and getting everything together for your next travel. We want to help you get out there, guys. So reach out. There's our emails addresses. You can email me at chrisedwards@travelnation.net or susanedwards@travelnation.net. And if you feel the call, you hear the magic's calling you here at Walt Disney World, you can reach out and we can help you make sure to pick up that phone. Stacy, best of help. Extra wishes. And answer the call. Guys, let's say a special thank you again to Calvin.
Thanks for having me.
He helped us out over at Epcot the other day. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. And we hope, when's your next visit coming over going to be here?
Believe it or not, for the next Run Disney event, I'll be back down for the Princess Challenge in February.
Did you hear that? He's dressing up as all the favorite princesses for every single race. It'll be amazing. Can't wait to see the outfits. So you'll be back here the weekend after Valentine's Day, right?
Thereabouts, yeah. I think it's February 25th, 26th, I think.
And it'll be right after the end of the Festival of the Arts.
Yes, unfortunately.
You're going to miss it, just barely miss it. So, because Festival of the Arts will start this Friday, and it will go all the way until the 21st of February.
That is the one festival I've yet to be able to attend.
Wow, and it's a fun one, too. But that's okay. We're going to bring you to the Festival of Arts all the time. We're going to be going to a lot in the next 6 weeks. So, well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I got to head on over to the Contemporary for some additional training with Disney. And but you guys know that we can always help you guys out. We're always going to be around over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube as well. So thank you everyone for all you do to support us here at Ear to Ear Magic. We're going to head on out for today, but of course we will see you soon in the parks.